correctly, they're both coming into it, but GreenTunic's a little rusty, so it should be close.
Well, we're gonna find out that
GT's also been playing the same thing that Dragon CO is playing from the earlier match, which means, man, shenanigans may ensue.
Indeed, when shenanigans are always fun to see. So, having done a lot of rando, I think I practiced for this. Let's see what's on the pedestal. Wait, wrong game. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to find a sword that is washed up on the beach. That is Link's wonderful sword that he lost when he got here. That's the first thing we have to do before we can do anything in this game. So we're going to go do that.
Yeah. As soon as we get the sword, then we can actually do stuff. For now, we just have to get down there and get it. And when we do get it, we're going to be trying to do this thing called rupee duping. I was playing this a little bit early because it goes by really quickly, where if you touch a rupee on both Link's hitbox and on another hitbox like the sword and the shield, it gives you 2 rupees. And hopefully we'll see that GreenTunic as he tries to get 10 rupees.
And this will be very important because this will give them the ability to buy their bombs before they decide not to properly buy things, which is a hallmark of this run, because not buying things gets you stuff quicker.
Oh man, Mchan going out with the 7 before he gets out of the second screen.
That's a great start.
Oh
he's
my
already
god,
at 11.
he's
done.
Oh my god, what have I done to GreenTunic? Oh no.
The commentator curses start early.
I'm not even sure that's commentator's curse, this is just the playing curse.
So now we're going to have our first theft of the sea. The shovel is stolen, and this changes your name to Thief and also gets you killed for walking back in the shop. R.I.P. Press F to pay respect.
Nah, we don't respect the Sith Lord.
And while Mchan steals, buys 10 bombs, now he's going to buy his bombs. He's then going to steal his bow, and while he's doing that, GreenTunic just got to the shop to get a shovel.
Man, he has had some bad rupee luck.
Horrible
so
rupee luck.
Now Mchan has both the shovel, 2 sets of bombs, and the bow, and he paid nothing out of pocket for them. And he's going to go to the trendy game to get his powder, which we need for one and exactly 1 room in the entire game. Other than that, it's useless to us.
If it's useful for 1 room, then it's useful. I'll take that.
Not until we figure out how to skip that room.
Yeah, once we figure out how to skip that room, we won't be making the stop anymore at that point.
Anyway, so now we're heading up to the Mysterious Woods to go grab our lovely tail key and learn about another trick that we're going to be doing a lot in this game. Bomb triggers. So, the way bomb triggers works are, if you place a bomb... Well, that's the wrong way to say that. If you place 2 bombs within 4 frames of each other, it magically makes things happen. That's the best way to explain it. Cutscenes occur, just the world bends itself around the bomb, and the bomb explodes, so does the world.
Interesting. Interesting way to explain that. So now in the, I guess you can call this a covalent equivalent of the Lost Woods. If you consider the vanilla way the game is done, you're expected to get lost around there, but we're doing this fast.
So grab the key, save and quit. We skipped the text box by doing that too, and now we head south to Dungeon 1, Tail Cave.
Let's get by a few of these friendly neighborhood Octoroks, and we'll get in there. And there's the entrance.
We should point out, man, this game is coded well. Keyholes work all the time.
Yeah, I've never had a problem putting a key in the back of a keyhole.
Yeah, that's the way it works. That's the other side, right?
Yeah, it's the other side. It should work. Just insert it backwards.
Alright, so we're going to pick up a key here. And this will be, I believe, the only key that we get. Aside from the boss key, of course. Because we're going to be skipping a few key blocks. Actually, no, I take that back. We're going to get one more. Man, I'm losing my mind with this.
Well, even so, this is something that will be common in this in this race. A lot of keys and a lot of ways that you're supposed to do things are going to get skipped. That makes it about, I think, about a 50-minute run. I think the record is something like 43 minutes or something like that.
It's something, though. I unfortunately don't have it on the top of my head.
Right. I saw someone post that the other day, so I'm just going by memory.
So while we pick up our feather, which will break the game over its spine, knee, yeah. World record is actually 43:35.
Very nice.
By Black SR. And now the feather lets us jump. So in any 3D Zelda game, this is normal. But man, we're in a 2D game. And that's going to let us do things like super jump over that key block.
Yeah. Who needs a key to get past key block? Like, who needs that?
Right. So the way that works is we trick the game basically into thinking that we're on top of a ledge, and then we just fall down the ledge. Because the walls in dungeons are ledges.
Meanwhile, the stone spike roller doesn't even get a chance to move. He's just vanquished. And Moldorm, if you play Link to the Past, you're very familiar with Moldorm. He likes to push you off his ledge, and, well, we don't want him to do that.
It's a bit more murderous in here, as it can actually wrong warp you and make your run invalid almost immediately if you fall.
Oof. So we get our first instrument, the guitar instrument.
Nah, it's a full moon cello, man.
Oh, cello. Yeah, cello. I caught myself as soon as I said that.
There's no place for guitars in our It's classics. Let's see. GT almost falling in. Good lord.
But he does get his heart container, and he does proceed to the north, and he's going to get his cello.
And here we have our lovely neighborhood owl again. We don't like him. And we're going to head over to D2.
I know I can just be quiet as far as I'm concerned.
So, once we get into D2, that's when things start going a little off the rails. Because normally you're just supposed to clear all the dungeons in one go. But we're not. We're actually going to do it halfway. Grabbing the key item from Init, Power Bracelet, and then going on a world tour before going back to D2.
Yeah, we're going to be abusing the usage of Bow Wow, I believe, here.
Yes, sir. Our friendly neighborhood chain chomp.
Like, normally you're supposed to open up one dungeon with it, and then after you're done that dungeon, take it home. We're going to be doing a lot more than that.
I'm going to show them the sights and take them right up to the end of the world. Here's Moblin Cave. If we're lucky... no, they didn't line up quite well for him. You can actually kill all 4 of those Moblins in one spin slash, but you just gotta get lucky sometimes. And now 2 spin slashes and 4 spin slashes and a lot of slashes, and he's done. Man, I'm having trouble with counting today. What's wrong with me?
And that, I believe, is one of the longer fights in this game. Even the final boss fight is quicker than that, I think.
Depends on if you count.
Yeah.
Depends on if you count all the phases of that and whether or not it agrees with you. I think it might just send somebody to hell and back just to spite what you've said.
So here's the dungeon we're supposed to open. If Bow Wow ever decides he's hungry.
Yeah.
Come on, Bow Wow.
Not.
Eat something, please.
Let GT catch up.
Come on.
This is fine.
Eat something. Eat.
There we go.
Thank you. Good boy.
So remember how I said we only need powder for one room in the entire game?
Yep, that's coming.
Yeah, we're gonna burn through all of it and light these torches. That's it. That's all we need it for.
So now we have a useless item in our inventory.
No, we don't have anything in our inventory.
Oh, true. Okay.
Because the way that works is if you run out of powder, the mushroom spawns back because they share the same item ID. And we're gonna go get that mushroom after this, and man, more shenanigans will occur with that lovely mushroom. But first, we need to go get our power bracelet. So we just go through a quick romp through D2. And GT going in, getting his stuff in the early. And oh no, MchanPlayz, this is the jump.
And this is one of the neat things about this game compared to other Zelda games. It actually has side-scrolling segments like you'd expect to see in the Mario series or Kirby or something along those lines. You actually get a few of those side-scrolling rooms you have to figure out the puzzle in, which is actually really cool in this game.
Also, we should point out that Hinox just died in just a couple of arrows. There's a reason why we buy the bow so early.
What Hinox? I didn't see a Hinox, did you?
It went back to Hyrule where it belongs.
Oh, okay.
So we knock those ghosts off screen, the game treats them as they're dead, and we pick up our power bracelet and we run. M-Chan going over to the far right here, he's going to go to a screen that has a portal that we're going to use later. Portals in this game activate so long as you see them. And then he's going to save and quick, go back to D2. And JT gets his bracelet. And he's actually going the opposite way first. So he's going to go get the mushroom.
Now Bow Wow's eating happily.
Yeah. Doesn't matter now that we save and quit.
Yeah.
And we have our mushroom back.
Hooray!
Alright, so flowers, you could just wall clip past them. It was always something I found entertaining. As long as you get the power bracelet, you never need Bow Wow to get into that place again. But now M-Chan's gonna head down south. He's gonna start heading towards D3 without finishing D2, but first he's gotta jump over the Heart Piece of Shame. And he did it. There is no shame today. Oh, yeah, just a little bit of jumping.
And there's one of our teleporters.
Yeah, we'll be using that one later. And there's a special thing in this game, not ever mentioned. Hey look, that was a bomb arrow. Done by pressing the equipped bomb and the equipped arrow relatively at the same time, I believe. And hey look, projectile explosions. Now, the mushroom allows us to just fall down this pit, get clipped into the bottom of the screen, and it lets us just fall through. Magic mushrooms, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is, I won't get into the comments about mushrooms here, but yeah, that's a quick access into an area you're not supposed to be able to get into, and an alternate way to solve this puzzle, I guess you could say.
Yep, we no longer have to go to talk to Richard or do his dirty work, getting the golden feathers, which means everybody who loves going anywhere near Canalit Castle is now very disappointed. And we're just going to hop across these islands, and another case of keyholes working.
Indeed. Very properly coded game.
And in we go.
Yeah,
alright, so during this...
open the door.
Yeah, sorry about that. During this dungeon, M-Chan's going to be killing quite a few enemies, because he's going to be trying to get a drop in this game known as Piece of Power that drops after a set number of enemies have been killed without saving, quitting, or dying. And that increases our attack power, increases our move speed, and increases our knockback. We really want that for the move speed, because, man, going fast is nice. In addition, it'll also help us kill the dungeon boss really quickly.
Now there's an acorn. We're not going to grab the acorn, it looks like. Just looking for that piece of power. There's the piece of power.
Are awful.
Yeah, acorns are just... Who needs acorns?
All they do is eat up a kill for your piece of power and give you extra defense. No movement speed or anything. And we missed talking about it on M-Chan's screen, but there was Dong Skip. We use a super jump to knock ourselves off the Dugongo. I can't speak. Dudongo. To fall over those rocks. Hey, third time's the charm.
I mean, both runners got their boots about a few seconds apart. They're now getting their boss key. I think it's what that was.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to make their way over to the boss now.
And did you miss it the first time? Hey, there it is again.
Nice.
It's a neat little trick courteous of our own Spice Father.
And magically go through the keyhole without having to activate it. Go past this. I'm gonna assume that's a thwomp of some sort.
I'd say that's a swamp. We missed talking about it earlier because it went by so quickly, but there's a trick known as a flock clip where if you have a block that gives you a text block, you can actually clip past it by clipping into a wall and pushing towards it. And that allows you to clip through small gaps, like we did with that key block, and also on the way to D2. Then making quick work of Slime Eye, and now we're going to go for instrument cutscene skip. Amchan does not get it. You have to land just before you get the instrument. I believe GT got it. No, maybe.
No, looks like they didn't get it. No, I think they both missed.
So what that allows you to do is after the text box for the instrument, you could just save and quit out of the dungeon. You don't need to watch Link hold the instrument above his head and absorb the light and go to screen of white.
Yeah, who needs to see Link actually celebrate? So we're gonna move our way out of the out of that area now. We're going to head where?
We're actually going to go over to Animal Village so we can get our Dungeon 4 key.
Now there is a in the DX version. I love watching 100% the DX version where we go to wake up the whale with Marin, but we're not going to do that.
No, because we have something better than a girl singing to wake up a walrus. We have bombs.
Yes.
Remember that bomb trigger trick that we told you about earlier? Oh man, that works really well as an alarm clock. Amchan taking some intentional damage here because he's going to do a death warp after he wakes up the walrus. Let's go over here, line up with the edge. Drop a bomb, move the frame. There's our bomb trigger. Now, the thing with this one is, you're tricking the game into thinking that Marin's here. You go off the screen and you go back on. The trigger for using your items and your start and select buttons is back when Marin leaves the screen. So you don't do that. You can't use your items and you can't save and quit or anything unless you die. Or you go into an entrance, which is up there, but it's faster just to, kill yourself.
And that's what he's now doing.
So now he goes back to that house that he entered earlier. Now he can use his boots and sword, just run on through the desert.
And now he's going to go to a very specific location in this desert, which is, I think, a little further to the north. There it is.
Yeah. And he's just going to pick up a key that spawns here.
Yeah, it just magically spawns. Oh, look at that. Look who I found here.
Interesting. Huh. I wonder if anything called land mollusk lives there.
What's a land mollusk?
It's a thing back in Link to the Past.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to use that handy warp. Going to use it twice. That's going to take us back over to the waterfalls. Now open D4. Which is hidden behind this waterfall. Who'd have guessed it? With the key right there.
Just getting analysis of the difference here. About 8-second difference between the two runners at this point based on the second warp.
Some could happen. GreenTunic could catch up very quickly.
Indeed,
so right
not
here,
too far back.
Let's see, how are they going to do this? Alright, so we do a super jump to get over that block, and because of the way our rules work, this is fine. This is legal territory for us to go in.
Perfectly fine, just walk over.
Avoiding needing to go up the mountain range the first time. So this is D4. We're going to pick up some bombs because we're in desperate need of those for later. And then we're going to go do a few dumb jumps. That is not the first dumb jump.
A few
first,
dumb
we gotta
jumps.
get this.
Is that, that sounds like the name of a Will Smith movie or something like that.
The Pursuit of Dumb Jumps. Oh, he gets hit by the Tech Titan into the water. That's no good.
Gets to jump on the second try. That's going to be a chance for GreenTunic to make up a little bit of ground. Actually,
oh no, GreenTunic is taking the lead because he doesn't menu to do bomb arrows. You could just destroy that block, or you could do a diagonal jump around it. There's another diagonal jump. Those are both the dumb jumps in this one.
Now we
Now
have
here's-
our Grievous cue ball.
Yes, sir. 4 spin slashes will do him in. You
It's
don't
like
want
he
him to
didn't
get
have a
too out of
chance.
control.
Like he didn't have a chance.
Pick up that fairy. Now we're maintaining this charged sword here so we can kill those 2 Zols really quickly, because otherwise they split into 2 each. And get our flippers.
And that means we can now swim. Yay!
Oh, yes. So now I wonder if either of them does... Okay, no. So we're actually going to do a super jump here, and we're going to clink off that P hat over there in order to get the boss key early. Like so. And I believe that was a chest turn on GT's screen, saving a handful of frames. All about the swag, though. And now here's our buddy Anglerfish. We're going to charge up. No, we're not going to charge up. We're just going to drop right in there and bomb him to death.
Yeah, this won't take long.
3 bomb arrows will do it, or 1 spin slash and 2 bomb arrows.
And free heart container, and swim away. And now that the fish has been destroyed, that door goes away, and you can pick up your harp. And he doesn't skip, it looks like. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh,
GT gets it.
he does get it.
Whew! Both of them got it. It's not as easy as it seems to get, because it's frame rule based, I believe. And now, instead of going to... Oh dear. Oh, I think GT just screwed up.
He took the wrong warp or something like that?
He wasn't supposed to take the warp.
Oops. And that's going to send him all the way around the world, getting back where he was.
He's thinking with Stu. But at least he remembered before he got the ghost.
So he's going to have to try to catch up again. He just took the lead, now he's going to have to catch up again. One mistake like that can turn a race.
Oh, yes. So we're actually supposed to head directly up here to the mountain range, and we're going to go get the, Eagle Key? Bird Key? I don't remember what it's... Rooster Key. No, because we do Rooster skip to get it. M-Chan getting obstacle skip, though. Hopping around that little obstacle. Bird Key, okay, thank you. So normally, we'd have the ocarina and we'd have the Frog Song of Soul. We'd go over, revive the flying rooster that's sitting in Mabe Village, and we'd use him to cross a giant gap in this cave in order to get the bird key. Or we could just jump over here, do a couple of super jumps, fall down the ledge, do another super jump. Who needs birds?
And hey, who needs to walk around? You take the slow way, I'll meet you over there. Like, given the amount of time GreenTunic lost in the warp fiasco, I think he's actually made up a little bit of that time already here.
Oh, he's hot on M-Chan's heels.
He is.
There's actually an equalizing trick coming up pretty soon. That'll be neat to see who gets out of that alive. But now we're just running our way over to D7. See, I do at least know how to count enough to say that 7 doesn't come after 4. Not immediately, at least. So here's another instance of the mushroom dropping us to the bottom of a pit. And now we could just use the save and quit menu, fall down all the way to the first standing tile of the screen.
And for those of you wondering why Link still has Baba with him, why not?
Well, Chain Chomps, being eldritch horrors from the Mario universe, have special properties, like being able to eat cutscenes. So the deal with that is, cutscenes are spawned as entities, and Bow Wow can eat those entities, even though we can't see them. And if you eat it, the cutscene doesn't trigger. But everything that would have happened happens anyways, because the cutscene still went off,
Yeah,
according to the game.
it's a flag that just gets turned on and saying that this has happened, but you just never have to see it. And now we're going to watch these pillars disappear in very, very flagrantly fast fashion.
We are trained demolitions experts, we promise. So we're utilizing bomb triggers to trigger cutscenes of the pillars dropping. Very convenient. No need to go around and get some giant silver ball and lug it all over the place.
Just enter the room and it goes away. It's just magic.
2 very well-placed explosive charges and gone. Do a little super jump over there.
I think we have about a 4 or 5 second difference now, by the way.
Not for long.
Not for long, no.
I do believe this means that counter-terrorists win, Spice. Because the building did not blow up completely. And M-Chan getting a Goomba Surf, but will he make it up? He does! Very quickly. Oh, GT just as quickly, too.
And you may notice that door that closes, they enter the area going up to the boss chamber. We'll come back to that. So now we got our boss fight here. And we have a bird flying across the sky. We're going to give the cutscene here where he gets on and goes for a ride. Then we're going to go away and time 3 very nice bombs that just get dropped there, and he's going to get hit by every single one of them. You know, bombs, I don't know how, but they hang on the ladder and they don't fall. I don't understand physics of this game, you know?
Well, bottom of the screen is the floor, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so we should go back and explain Goomba Surf. So we have 2 ways of doing super jumps. There's either clipped or barely clipped.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, he gets it. So, anyways, it's a very precisely placed super jump. And we hop off the Goomba to get up to the ledge and just run on. And both of them getting ICS. Good lord!
Don't get the skip. They're half a second apart. Like, they're that far. They're that close.
We need another great equalizer. Does anybody have one on tap? Also, we should point out that Marin, having not appeared to go get the walrus out of your way, is just chilling over here on the mountain.
Yeah, she's just enjoying a nice vacation up here or something along those lines.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave her here. It's fine. She probably has rope or something.
Oh, hey,
Popo.
Marin. Nice to see you.
Popo and Nana will probably get her down later.
We'll just go by you.
GT is now taking the lead yet again because M-Chan is not quite making it over this sledge.
But he is over now and he's in, but now he's behind.
And now here's the great equalizer that I was talking about. This is the pit which kills. So you gotta do a dash jump across here, get your mushroom out, clip down into that rock, and then do either a buffered, shovel buffered jump or a pixel perfect jump in order to get across. Like
and he
GP
gets
does.
across. There he goes.
What a wizard. Now M-Chan gets across. Man, they're trading this lead like stocks.
And that kind of jump is a veteran move, as we call it in another community. So now they're moving to, I believe, their next dungeon at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're heading to D8, but first we gotta get through this flame cave, which normally we're supposed to have the level 2 shield to get through, but we could just clip into the wall, be prevented from getting knocked back, and just walk right through.
And I have seen the randomizer for this game, and if you end up on the other side of that randomizer, that's nasty.
Unfortunate is what it is. Another well-placed bomb trigger to open up D8 early. Normally we have to fight this turtle stuck in the wall, but the door exists behind his head. And he doesn't have a solid hitbox, so...
So now we're in a dungeon which is full of lava. Trust me, that is lava.
No, it's magic. Everything in here that has to do with fire is actually magic. So
Magic fire.
Normally the game developers intended you to go all the way around and see the stuff on the other side, but if you know where the bombable walls are, then you could just blow them open from the other side.
And GreenTunic does the trick to get in front of the block, clip into the block, push it down, and get out of the way because you don't want to do it the long way.
No. Do another bomb arrow right here.
Just force your way in there, and there, Mchan gets it too.
Ooh, he misses the first cycle on that one. That's
GreenTunic takes a swim there.
kind of hard to time that one. And now we're going to be doing a quick little trick right here, thanks to the rule set of this game. It's called Blano Skip. We just do a super jump right over that block, and we can skip the usual mini-boss fight.
Mchan gets the nice jump there, so he got it first try.
Oh yeah, now GT and soon-to-be Mchan will now have their magic rod. This item is kind of broken. First of all, it shoots out great balls of magic.
Isn't it Great Balls of Fire?
Yeah, it's great balls of magic.
Okay.
I already told you, everything having to do with fire. And it can infinitely spawn those magic fireballs to create an infinite amount of lag and despawn things.
So now GreenTunic has to fill in this room completely in order to get the prize here, which is the boss key. So he has to wait for this platform to go all the way over. But once it's on the rightward ledge, he can just hop over while he's waiting and get the key when it appears.
So we also need the level 2 bracelet, which is conveniently right here.
Convenient.
How utterly convenient. And that's technically in this dungeon, so it's not a wrong warp. And now we're actually going to leave Dungeon 8. Man, we have a habit of leaving unfinished business all over the place.
Yeah.
Grab the warp at the back, and now we're going to be heading to D6, I believe.
We're back in the Ammo Village.
Yeah, we're just going to run across. To answer T-Cut's question, because if we don't do all dungeons, the game is like a handful of minutes. Because there is a wrong warp at the back of Bow Wow's doghouse that allows us to just go to the end credits, basically. And that's no fun. We don't want to see a tournament of like 2-minute matches.
Yeah, this would be like going to Link to the Past and allowing everyone to glitch into the walls and get to the Triforce room within 5 minutes. It's the same thing.
All right, we should point out that GT is suffering an immense amount of lag. This Armos maze is absolutely horrendous for running optimally. It doesn't. It crawls. And adding to that, if you're using the boots, the little particles that you leave behind also add in more lag.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Bow Wow is part of the reason for that. Is that right?
No, it's just that there's so many things on the screen at once that it just breaks the game down.
Okay, so it's nothing to do with Bow Wow in that case. Good to know.
I mean, he is an entity, but it would be doing that regardless. And we get very quick kill using the magic rod on Armos Knight, and now we're going to head out with our face key in tow. Once again, going through lag hell. Using a nice damage boost to get right through that Armos. And each of these Armos drop an arrow. Guaranteed. And the way you're supposed to kill them is either Bow Wow can eat them or you could shoot them with one arrow. And it's a 1-to-1 exchange if you use an arrow. But, hey, look, free arrows if we use Bow Wow.
And sometimes, the thing is, sometimes Bow Wow just doesn't want to eat, so sometimes he might have to get the arrow out if he's too slow. But
he's a rude chain chomp.
Yeah, if he decides he's willing to eat, then you get free arrows. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So now loop around, avoiding that bomb fairy, hop across here. Here is a pit. And now we're going to go over here. And we're going to despawn this cutscene of the dungeon opening. Surprise! There's actually a door there.
Who knew there was actually a door there?
Alright, so this is normally Dungeon 6 where we would get the level 2 power bracelet. However, because we already got it, we kind of don't need to get it at all, do we? So instead, we're going to head straight to where the boss key is, despawning every annoying room in our way.
Meanwhile, throwing another statue at the door, powerfully opening it.
Yep, doors work funny on this world. So do chests.
I mean, you'd think that the door manufacturer would do a better job getting the doors in place.
So a few well-placed super jumps gets us up to where the boss key is. Man, that chest looks stuck. Oh, nope, there we go. Save and quit back to the entrance. And now, if you watched the race earlier, Dragon CO went all the way around the normal way to go get to where we would be going to the dungeon boss, Facade. However, we know that the hints plaque is an entity that can be despawned. And we just hop around avoiding having to go to another 2D section or having to do anything with horse heads. Despawn another room. Despawn another room. And now we can go fight the boss.
Convenient.
Utterly convenient. We're gonna pick up some health here. This is a really hard boss. Alright, you ready?
Yeah, this is probably the hardest boss in the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just as hard as the dungeon. Ooh.
Yeah. I guess the triangle's the boss.
Yeah, it was, because I don't think he got instrument cutscene skip.
No, he didn't. There's your final boss right there.
So yeah, we can even despawn bosses.
Are we gonna get a skip here? Oh, M-Chain needed that skip, but I don't think he got it either.
I don't believe he did.
No, he didn't. So he gets to watch. So he gets to watch Link play a triangle and celebrate.
Yeah, Mashy Facade is so hard. He's just as hard as Landmolus.
Might be harder than Landmoles.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You have to open a menu to go kill Facade.
Okay. Yeah. So now we're gonna go swimming.
Another little 2D section on our way to D5.
Oh, look at this. We actually have an underwater segment to get through here. Who knew?
Hop in here and let's go inside this catfish. So normally this dungeon is the most annoying because the dungeon item was stolen by a giant Stalfos called Master Stalfos. But who needs hook shots? We're not some scrubs from OOT. We can we can do whatever we want with our boots and feather.
They can just hover anyway, right?
Yeah, they don't need us. I mean, they don't need their items. So we're gonna grab this key and save and quit out of here.
And back to the start of the dungeon, and what is he gonna do with that key, you might be asking? He's gonna open the door.
He's gonna progress through the dungeon. Go in here, kill the Stalfos to open the door. And surprise! It's another despawn, because that's where Stalfos 1 is supposed to be. You're gonna be seeing a lot of despawns.
Yeah, it really is the way to do this run quickly. You get to avoid doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it costs time for everyone you do, because you just need to be good at doing them.
And look at that, the reused asset of a Goomba.
Not only that, but a blooper.
Ooh.
And there is a dumb jump with another chest turn. So that is the third dumb jump of the game. It's not easy to get. It is called dumb jump for a good reason.
Because it's dumb?
Oh yes, incredibly.
Yeah.
And, oh hey, we're gonna fight Master Stalfos this time, right?
No.
No.
Oh, GreenTunic takes a bop from the cheat sheet.
Tumble. Alright, so coming up is a giant pit that we could really use the hook shot for to get across. Or we could just jump.
Who needs a hook shot?
Ain't nobody got time to go fight a skeleton 4 times. And we despawn another annoying boss.
And look at that. Free
And
xylophone.
he gets another instrument cutscene skip. Good God. So we are out of D5. D5 is done, and we are going to be headed over to D8 to go clean up now. Because boy, oh boy, there's a hard boss in there that we need the magic rod for.
Assuming we fight it.
No, you still need a magic rod for it.
Yeah. Telephone chamber.
Yeah, we don't want to talk to old man O'Reilly, though.
Yeah, I see him a call once in a while, but we're in a hurry.
He's got the old lady to keep him company. That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so that fairy is incredibly important. That's the last heal that we're going to be getting for the rest of the game. Like, all those hearts that you see on GT's screen, that's it. No more. We're going to go in the back door of D8, just the way we left it. Grab another arrow pickup, and do a pretty precise super jump here. Give him some time.
Oh, that was
Too far.
A little less than precise there.
Little
Done.
hop, and into the stairs, but why not? So, Hothead, need the magic rod to kill him. Turns out you need the magic rod to despawn him, too.
So, yeah, that's another boss fight we don't have to do. And that is another
He did it
That's
again.
really skip.
My god, the man is on fire.
free drum and free exit.
Let's get on out. Now we're gonna go clean up D2.
And Chomp deciding he's hungry. Good
I'll let
boy.
him eat.
Good boy.
He deserves some food. He's not gonna be existing for much longer.
Yeah, that meat. And that
Chan
would
making his
that would
way
be
up to
just-
D8 now.
Now you just use your magic rod on the flowers. We're not going to wait for Bow Wow anymore.
Don't need it. Magic destroys all plant life. Do a little super jump over there. Nice and quick. And now, the hardest room in D2. So we need to kill these enemies in a very specific order. And GT doesn't know that he can shoot that with a bomb arrow to kill it. But it's fine.
Yep, as long as they're killed in the right order, that's all that matters. Kill them any other order, you have to
Otherwise,
redo it.
Yeah. However, he does know that he could despawn enemies in this room to just spawn the stairs. Benny, you can still steal. They showed it off in some footage from IGN.
Yeah, look up the trailer for that. I actually did see the trailer for the remake. It looks nice.
Oh no, GT didn't make the jump.
No!
It's okay because the genie can't laugh at him if the genie doesn't exist.
Yeah, genies. Who needs to see a genie? It doesn't exist.
Nope, didn't get the last one.
But he's in a good position right now. He got the last couple. He's at this point the full dungeon ahead of Chan. So he doesn't. I don't think he has a lot left. He only has. Does he still have an instrument left to pick up? I think.
Oh, this is it. He's going straight.
Okay,
to
I
the
wasn't
after
sure.
this.
I thought this might be the last one. Okay, good.
This
So, he's on his way to
game
the
goes
Windfish.
by. This game goes by really fast.
He's on his way to the Windfish. Then I thought there was one more, but I guess I'm mistaken. Okay, so he's on his way to the Windfish, and we're gonna get to listen to a beautiful musical melody
But
that Bow Wow
first,
normally doesn't get to hear.
But first, there was an owl there. We don't
Yeah.
need enough thinking
I
else.
think the owl got eaten. I stand corrected. The owl did not get eaten.
So every time we go onto this screen, we have to despawn the owl. Sometimes it's just better to let him go on and on if you need to try the bomb trigger more than once.
So we have music.
What a beautiful rendition.
Yeah, very nice. Now, the windfish egg has a little secret about it where normally you're supposed to go to the library and get the route through the egg.
But we're supposed to go through the entire trading sequence to get the magnifying lens to read the book that has that. But if you never read the book, there's a default. Left, left, up, right, right, up.
Yeah, it's just programmed to have an option in case you're, not good enough to finish the training sequence because they don't want you to be discouraged and not finish the game.
Alternatively, the devs were lazy and wanted a shortcut. While we were away, though, MChan got another ICS.
Nice.
And here we go. Normally, we need powder to kill this first form of nightmare. We're not going to have any music because we skipped the intro text.
So that's why you're hearing silence.
GT doesn't know.
Oh, no. Oh,
this is the great equalizer. So normally what you can do is you can move forward and tink off the wall, and that will reset the hit counter for the blob.
This just got close.
That was one.
This just got close.
That was two. He got it. So there's a backup where there's a small window where you can get the blob to land on your sword and it'll take damage.
Now here's an enemy I'm very familiar with, Aghanim.
Except that he's worse than you remember because you know how Link to the Past has that cap on how many blue balls it can shoot?
This one doesn't.
Yeah, you wish we had that kind of security.
One blue ball.
So actually, recently we discovered that there is a way to manipulate this fight to never get blue balls.
Oh?
Yeah, it requires that we use an app in order to have the positions where this guy can spawn. And then we go to the according spot in the room in order to hit him back. Once again, the app made by our lovely Spice Father.
3 blue balls. You want to talk about great equalizer? This is it.
Oh, yeah.
We now have both runners in the final fight, but now we have GreenTunic past the Aghanim fight.
Heading straight to Shadow Moldorm. What Moldorm fight?
But you never really got to see it.
He reset. He must have missed it.
MChan looks like he stopped his timer by accident.
That's probably because his timer is set to reset when he resets.
I thought it might be a forfeit for a sec, but he's still going.
Yeah, that must be a hotkey. But here we go. After killing Ganon, or Shadow Ganon, we got Death-Eye, Deathel.
Actually, I will note that MChan did actually put in a forfeit. He's still going to go ahead and finish the boss fight, but he thinks I guess he must think he had lost because he did go ahead and forfeit.
That's unfortunate.
So this is the final fight right here, final form.
16 arrows right into the eye, and it's whenever he feels like opening up the eye. It was really good for GT.
That positioning, he has to get out of there, and he does. Because that hitbox is still active. He lost that heart, but he still had one left. He's good. He is finished. He just has to go up the stairway, and when we fade to white, will be time. There it is.
And he's done.
And that's an official SRL time for GreenTunic. Give it 48 minutes and 36 seconds to get your GGs in chat for him.
Very nice.
As we're going to now cause Covalent Island to not exist.
I mean, is it really a crime if none of them ever existed in the first place?
Nah.
We're getting into some thought crime 1984 kind of stuff here.
Now it looks like MChan is going to go ahead and finish the fight. He's not
having too good luck.
I wonder if the forfeit might have been a hotkey thing though. I'll make a note he has to undone if he does.
What might have happened was the reset might have caused him to forfeit. Automatically, he's probably using it through live split.
Well, I've left a note in the SRL, so hopefully he catches that. We'll have to type the undone and .done manually. Either way, we do have GreenTunic, and I'm just gonna take a peek here and see if he is joining us in the channel here. I see him in the setup room, so I'll go ahead and I'll bring him in. GG GreenTunic.
Hey, man.
How'd that race go for you today?
My God, he's mute.
Uh-oh. What have we done?
We have started watching MChan going up against Deatheye, and it's not looking pretty good. Oh, he side hopped!
Oh!
Don't side hop, don't be me! So the good news is he still has the supplies to go in and try again. Because you need at minimum 16 arrows and 2 bombs would be nice in order to get through this well. So, we're going to do another bomb trigger here, hopefully.
And final fight. Are you ready for round 2?
Alright, so that's another way of doing the manip. We have to not swing our sword, which is very difficult. We can open our menu and buffer sword out of it, or we can use a bomb. And now... go ahead.
I was gonna say, the question that comes to my mind when you see that ending scene in this game, how does Link actually get out of the water?
Oh, he doesn't. He dies out in the ocean. He gets dehydrated and he falls under. A la Titanic. When fish couldn't even give him a ride.
His heart will go on.
And there's Aghanim out of the way, giving him much better luck this time.
GreenTunic is having mic issues, he says, so hopefully we'll be able to fix that.
The Moldorm fight getting a little bit out of control for MChan. Although he's putting on a masterclass on how to deal with it.
He's going after this Moldorm now, the Shadow Moldorm.
And I said something.
There it goes.
And it's dead. Alright, so we need either spin slashes or dashes to hit Shadow Ganon. We don't have our convenient silvers here.
The magic bats, as you call them.
And 1 hit to Shadow Landmolus. And back in we go. 3 hearts, 3 hits, 23 arrows, 16 hits. Who falls down first?
We hope you enjoyed this Link to the Past Shadow Boss tour. Now let's finish the game.
So, was that 5?
I think it was 5, yeah.
That's really hard to do.
I think that was about 2 or 3. That was 3 or 4. So I think we're on.
Play careful, 11. Man. Play careful.
Oh, he had 14.
And
he's 2 more.
I think he got 5 hits, which is something that I've only ever heard of TGH doing.
In any case, he did see the note that he needed undone and redone, so he did do it manually. He did get an official SRL time of 53 minutes and 45 seconds, so it does go down as a finished race for him. GG to him.
Good job. We can check later, Spice. I may have been mishearing. But there it goes. He's done.
GreenTunic is still in the channel with us. I don't know if he's got his mic working yet, does he? I'm not hearing him, so I'm going to assume no.
We killed GT. No.
MChan making a little apologize for the ending. We'll see if MChan is able to join us.
GT, it was close. It was really close.
It was really close until those last couple dungeons. Then GreenTunic started getting a movement advantage in those last couple dungeons. But
even then, it was still within, it was still within punching distance of each other.
It was. That one. I don't really want to use the term mistake on the first phase of the final boss. There, almost brought even again because you can do that a lot faster, of course. and it took him a little while to do that. So that could have made it a super close finish if not for the issues that Chan also had on his end.
Yeah, that's the way the end of the game goes.
Mm-hmm.
The end of this game is really, really savage if you screw up. Because if you run out of arrows, the only recourse you have is going back to the store, dying, buying more arrows, and then walking all the way back to the egg. It is not kind. Alright, well, that's both our runners done. That was an excellent race.
Indeed, that was a really nice race. Nice back and forth the whole way. And I see Spice Father talking to GreenTunic in the chat here about how they traded a bunch. It was back and forth the whole way. And again, it wasn't until the final couple dungeon clears that GreenTunic again started getting that movement advantage and really made it his race at that point. But again, he almost had that issue with the movement in the final boss and almost gave a chance for Chan to catch up. So in the end, he did come out with the win, saying that is the first win for GreenTunic. That does put him to 1-0. MchanPlayz goes down to 0-1 at this point in the Swiss round robin. And we should probably start talking, because I don't think we're getting Mchan in here either by the looks of it. So we should probably start talking about the upcoming races on the schedule. Yeah, he is going to pass. He says he does want to say shout-outs to his friend who was watching right next to him the entire time to keep him less nervous throughout the run. So he actually had a friend with him watching to help with his nerves. He just wanted to give a shout out to that friend, Alyssa. So hello, Alyssa.
So let's see what we got on the schedule. We're finishing up with a LT2PR rando. That's going on for maybe the next 15 minutes, and I don't think we have anything else after that.
Now, speaking of schedule, I think for the rest of the night, I'm going to load it right now and confirm this, but I think for the rest of the night, it is pretty light, as you just said. Looking in our tool in the back end, I see nothing else coming up on the setup schedule. So, yeah, I think we are good for the night on speed gaming, but let's look at the tournament. It's more important to see what's coming up in the tournament.
We're actually taking the 4th off, and we're going to be back 3 p.m. EDT on Thursday. Wait, is today Wednesday? On today, Friday, my bad. I am terrible with numbers and times and everything today. We're back on Friday, 3 p.m. with Bamboo Shadow versus the world record holder in this game, Black SR.
And that should be a good race. If you want to see Black SR, he is someone to watch in this game. He is one who will show you how it's done. So definitely make sure you watch that race on Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. We also have another race scheduled for 1 o'clock Eastern Time PM at on Saturday, which is between. I'm not sure how to say this, but I guess that's a 4-way actually. I can't say the first name. Is it Sayaster?
So it's myself versus Say.
Say, okay.
And then it's Node Kaju versus Mashi.
Node Kaju and Mashi, yes. And then Xander and White Wolfos are going to start off the Sunday schedule, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Later on, we have Final Flame versus Spice Father, who's with us in the chat today. And then at 9 p.m. to wrap up the day, to wrap up the first week, we have Crunchy Lex versus
Sarah Lepin Marsupial.
Yeah, that's a hard name. Thank you. So that is all the races scheduled. I believe that's everyone now scheduled for the first round. I don't think there's any other races coming up in there.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that, because we have 3 races, that means we have 5 more. So yeah, 8 races each week, it looks like. So we're going to have 9 races?
There's 18 people.
Oh, we're missing one then.
9 races. We finished one.
We're missing one. Yeah, I think we're missing one then.
1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
Oh wait, that was a double.
6,
Never mind.
7,
We do
8,
have 9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have 9. That was double. Never mind. You're right. It's 9 races. Okay.
Thank God,
so yeah, everything's scheduled for the week.
French people.
So everything's scheduled. So make sure you do come back. We won't have any other races, as you said, until Friday at 3 p.m. So Friday at 3 p.m. is the next race in this series. Bamboo Shadow and Black SR. Make sure you come back and catch that. I already see you're doing commentary with Xander on that race. That should be a good race to call as well.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it should be a great race. So looking forward to that. Meanwhile, any other thoughts you have before we wrap?
I mean, For Americans out there, have a happy 4th of July. Don't blow yourselves up. For anybody who's not American, have a happy Thursday. Hopefully it's better than the Wednesday, and God knows it's not a Tuesday.
Indeed. And I just want to say, and I'm a little bit late for Canada Day. We had our own Canada Day celebrations the other day, so that's over for us. We're just kind of chilling here now, watching you guys celebrate yours in America. But make sure
happy Canada Day, Canadians.
But everyone who is in America, make sure you do have a happy and safe 4th of July. And make sure to enjoy your barbecues and your burgers. And that I'm having burgers myself, just not. I just need to have burgers.
Oh man, don't tease me with this. I gotta go get some meat, and I gotta do grilling now.
You're welcome.
Why you gotta do me dirty like this, man?
You're welcome. So with that said, I will say have a good night, everyone, and again, see you on Friday for the event. But make sure you check out any of the other events on Speed Gaming coming up over the holiday weekend as well. So make sure you come back for all those events too. We have a slate of events on the schedule pretty much almost every day you can check out. Go to speedgaming.org/schedule to get more information on all the events here on Speed Gaming. And for those of you watching on YouTube, stay tuned. Coming up next on this YouTube playlist will be another race in this tournament. You'll find another playlist for each event that Speed Gaming does carry on our YouTube channel playlist as well. So if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you also come by the Twitch channel, hang out with us sometime. So for Phantom Matt, I am Cyclone or Cyclone GU. Make sure you follow the runners. Make sure you follow Phantom, of course. He's another runner of this game, great runner of this game. And we will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. You get the final word.
Good night, everybody.